EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Cincinnati.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Now he can exhale. His season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Second and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They'll run with Hall. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Breece Hall with career touchdown number 70. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively, because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off. Let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Righty Texas. Hey, south.
Stroud looking to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go.
All right.
On first down, Maynard. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
Right back to him on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
12.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Look the hot. On the quick, right?
Now Stroud. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
11. Here we go.
Stroud. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Puka Nacua, 28 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Hall on a give up the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Quick throw to Collins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Second and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match. And maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now here's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Yellow.
Back to the ground with Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Hall again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Breece Hall, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Uno more.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And Stroud now to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Hey, south.
Here goes Stroud again. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up second and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Oh, ready. Why, Tony?
Stroud working out of the gun. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trayvon Walker in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Second down and 3.
Hey, uno more. Parky, Texas. Hey.
Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Stroud to throw it. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be... football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
He'll get that complete to Harrison.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll run with Hall.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll go again with Hall.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's got Harrison left side complete. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Where's the hot? Ah, what's that? 11.
Here's Stroud.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Stroud out of the gun here. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A handoff for Hall. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was a huge play on 3rd down, so now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now Mahomes got to have this one, and it's caught. Touchdown! Breece Hall with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, south, south, south.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And this complete to Mitchell. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Look the hot, look the hot.
Now Stroud. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And a result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Stroud. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now a look at the backup, Jordan Love. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Love now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Love looking to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Hall again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Love. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here comes second down. Here's a give to Hall. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words: make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it's all going to ride here on the left foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good. And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Miami, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.